Howdy doodle, and welcome to Livestream number 1, episode number 1 of me writing and narrating my internal dialogue. Technically not Livestream number 1 because I've had other live streams, but this is the first live stream of my master plan to do nothing but things that bring me joy in life and to be able to share things that I think are beneficial and to not have to have a lot of work at it, not edit and, just no work. And so this is the first episode of me doing, I'm a writer, I love writing, I've always wrote random stuff, thoughts, poems, stories, anything. So I figured I would, part of my thinking process has narrowed it down to this. So I will be doing a good portion of my writing, most of my writing, and a lot of other things on live streams. And then those I will take and turn into the videos and use for marketing and things like that. I'm also in the process of figuring out the steps to be able to hopefully add captions on this. But if not, add captions, at the end point. And then also, I want to get my laptop set up so I can do the voice to text and have it record everything I'm saying. And then I'm also going to be having that as podcast. I got to check to see if I can live stream podcast. So if anybody out there knows, let me know. But I'm hoping I can also, at the same time I'm doing this and other things and doing my chatting, that I can also be recording it for books and for podcasts if I can't do the live podcast. And then, icing on the cake, I'm going to be taking everything I wrote, I'll take photos of it, and then I'm going to be on a daily uploading the text and the photos to book templates that I'll get set up in Canva, and then publish those. So I got a lot going on, and I hope you follow and see how this goes, because it's on a roll, and I'm expecting this to happen quick because I'm going to blow up. I'm going to blow up everything that's ever been considered normal and how to do this stuff. So that's what I'm doing. Thanks for joining. Hi, I just was explaining. So if you missed that part, this will be up as a video once, all the processing and uploads and stuff. So anyway, you can catch up there. But basically what I like to do is I just sit, and when things come to me, I start writing. I usually have the internal conversation going. But as part of my plan, and not plan, logic, the only logical way that I can get my stuff out there for it to reach whoever it's supposed to reach is by doing it in real time as things come, thoughts come, ideas come. I've come up with inventions and ideas and things that if people have the means, they can maybe use them if it's something that excites them. So if not, but at least it's out there for prosperity. But what I was working on earlier is I'm trying to make my process the most efficient as far as making the content and then getting it where I want it to go. So my first process is live streams because it's real time. No mulligans in life. These shadows make my bags even worse. No mulligans in life. So I figure, real time, do it as I go. And that way, when I'm on a flow, I can stay on the flow. Because for me to go back and try to explain something I was coming up with, weeks ago, let alone a day ago, can be really difficult. So by me sharing it in real time on the live stream, there's a lot of reasons for live streams because they can be amazing. But then I already have the content, so then I can utilize that with like no editing, no anything, no mulligans in life. So today, because I made a video, I did a live stream this morning, 13 minutes. That's kind of like something we're working into, is 13-minute segments of stuff. Whether that ends up, I don't know. I'm flowing. But I did a 13-minute live stream of nature this morning, and could be user error. I might not have waited for it long enough before I tried putting it on my phone. But on my phone, the live stream was basically going to take 13 minutes to download. And I don't want to have to not be able to do any, because I had to have the screen open. So I didn't have I couldn't do anything with my phone. So I've since figured out that I can upload from TikTok on my laptop and put it on my computer on the laptop. And then also I can edit in CapCut on my laptop. So I can use it, I'm only going to like shorten, or, either way. That's pretty much the only editing I plan on doing, if at all. By the way, today is April 6th, 2024. Should have done that at first. Trying to get into habits. I always hate it when things aren't dated. But anyway. So now I'm thinking, if I do, most of my live streams on TikTok, because I was split between, and I'm not writing right now, but I'm still doing my internal narration, because this is how I process. So you're along for the ride. But if I do my live streams on TikTok and not both there on YouTube, because I was thinking of both predominantly, try to equal. But now I think predominantly do live streams on TikTok, because this is where, the reach is, the organic reach. And then guide everybody over to all the different YouTube channels that we're going to have. But Miss Bell's Lucky 13 is the main one. That's under the Miss Bell's Universe umbrella. Lost my train. Anyway, so go from TikTok and then upload it to the computer and then upload it to YouTube. So basically, if people miss the live stream, the full live stream, or want to see the whole live stream, or rewatch it, they can, or new people, they can then find it on YouTube. And I am going to have either, I'm debating website or Linktree to have a landing point, because I'm going to have so many different things going. People need a place to be able to find what they're looking for. Anywho, so then I also do stuff what I call passive physical therapy. And that is, I started that back when I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia, and the rheumatologist asked if I was ready for PT, physical therapy. And no. Doesn't appeal to me. I don't like being in strange places with weird people trying to tell me how to relax. So and I didn't do it right away. But once I got to the point where I was tired of being in pain, and tired of taking, the stuff for the pain, I started stretching, doing things. I stretched in school all the time, and we had to stretch for basketball and volleyball. Used to be a thing. Get up and stretch. They don't talk about it anymore, because they want you to not feel good. But so I do passive physical therapy. I've kind of condensed it. It's really weird. I can't explain it. It helps me immensely. It helps me realign, get rid of knots and gremlins, and just, but I have to be consistent with it, and I have not been consistent. So me starting back up with that, I'm going to do those on YouTube lives, because the main chunk, because it can take me 45 minutes to an hour and a half for a full stretch, strengthen, all the weird things that I do, tennis balls under my feet, just weird stuff. But it works. Can't be too weird if it works. But I can't explain it, so I have to do it and then narrate, explain as I go. So I think those will be on YouTube, because that way at night it is processing, and when I wake up in the morning it'll already be uploaded on YouTube, and then I can take bits of it, like clip the first however, 15 seconds, because that's the shortest time that I can do for like reels and things, and I don't want to double work. So take like the first 15 seconds, add in my whatevers, make sure I direct people where they need to go, and then put that across the board everywhere for marketing. So basically, once I have the live stream done and it's turned into a video. Hey, Teresa! Hopefully you can comment. I had comments off before, I think. I don't know. I'm still learning this stuff. So if you can't comment, I'll figure it out. Anywho, so I figured with the live stream that goes to a video, which I then put on my laptop, put it where it needs to go, and then I can delete it. I don't need it because it's already out there for prosperity and perpetuity. I don't have to try to go back and check it out. If I need to go back and check it out, I'm going to be keeping meticulous records. I've already got up to where I need 5 different notebooks to keep track of all the different things I'm going to keep track of. So that way I can go back and reference. Like if, for example, I come up with these really good ideas for stuff. If all of a sudden, say months down the road, years down the road, I don't know how long, this will keep up, but let's just say down the road. All of a sudden it comes up to where, oh my gosh, that would work great for somebody or me. Then I can kind of go back because I'm going to have, my books are all going to be dated. It's a very complicated process. So I guess this is more of an explanation of what my whole process is, which is good. I need this. Every day is going to be a day. So then I can go back, like in the library, or I can reference, this was during this time frame, so I can go back and look at this book to get the actual schematics of what I was writing, or what I was writing at the time. So I can definitely go in and use it for reference when needed, or other people can use it for reference, because I have hopes that, all of these different books, there's going to be so many different things that I've written or drawn or organized or had ideas about or anything that I can definitely see it's somebody out there getting some benefit from it. And they can't benefit if it's in my head. It's not going to help. And me trying to go back later and say, oh, by the way, it doesn't work. It has to be real time. So I think I've got it figured out. I'm hitting videos. I'm hitting audio with podcasts and audiobooks, because I'm also going to be telling my stories. I don't call them stories. My experiences I've had and kind of what I've gained from them. More for my kids and, grandkids and all that stuff, because, let's be honest, we don't know anything really about our families other than what they've told us. And, most time we don't tell people much. So I'm just going to start and, basically make, all the, the things and what I've gleaned from it, because everything I have definitely done all not all, a good portion of the shadow work and all the healing, and taken from what I needed, learned from it, and, hopefully things that I've learned can be, beneficial to others. But I think I've got it figured out. So audiobooks, podcast, then I'll have the text for the written, and then I'll have the pictures of the writing for people who like pictures, adult picture books. Yeah, I think I've got it all covered. Anywho, so today, like I said, I've been working, kind of, tweaking things for the last week or two, but this is, like I said, the official first live stream of it, so I will be keeping track. So down the road, it might be, and I'm going to do each live stream numbered, because I want a visual. I want to look at a video and say, oh, that was live stream number 664, but it's, episode 400 of writing. I love keeping track. So, which is why I love notebooks. I've got a whole stack of notebooks that I may, as part of my stuff, kind of go through on live and just flip through and see if there's anything worth sharing. I'm also going to be sharing a lot of different design ideas, which I'll also be using to create my own. Merch. I'm going to have merch and downloads, digital downloads for all kinds of different things. But come up with design ideas, and then the ones that I decide to do something with, I'll have those on merchandise. Same with the downloads. I have a couple different ideas that I want to come up for digital downloads, and then also some different journaling planner ideas that will be on Amazon for KDP. Hey, Pumpkin. I got a lot going on. But the fun thing is it will all fit in my, what I like to think of as my perfect days. I'm going with the flow. No schedule, per se. I'm working on a routine because I do need a routine. I haven't had that for a while. But I'm hoping that how I've gotten this so tweaked and efficiencyized that it can maybe help, somebody else come up with their own game plan of tweaking and making things to where it'll work for them, for betterment. I mean, that's all we all want, is just something to make us feel better. And writing makes me feel better. Sharing makes me feel better. Talking makes me feel better. I'm a talker. But usually, like I said, it's inside. So, anyway, I think that covers a good explanation of what I've got going on. So, technically, I didn't do much writing in this one, but it was a good one because it's my first. So, thank you for hanging out if you've made it this far. I do have, like I said, lots of things and plans and in motions, so would appreciate all the dingleberry button pushing that we're all supposed to do. So, time to sign off, and thanks again. Toodles!